Come on. There we go. Alrighty. Looks like everything's working. Nice. Alrighty. Let's see. Make sure everything's good on my end. Yep, that looks good. Greetings, everyone. I am Dr. J, and I know it was only a couple days since we last jumped into Fire Emblem, and it may not feel like that long since that I ended up clipping out my thoughts of Golden Wildfire after everything was said and done, so it may not seem like it's been a long time, and it hasn't, but we are here, and it is time for yet another route, but it has been a while since we checked out the Black Eagle route, so for those of you who aren't as familiar with Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes, there are 3 routes in the game depending on which house you choose at the start. So based on that, well, we are seeing to the Black Eagle route now, so all sorts of fun awaits us to see what Edelgard's perspective on this whole war is, and as a result, Shez is going to be, well, working for there. Also, I decided to make Shez female this time because I'm weird. So either way, here we are. First off, new music. Apparently the music is different for literally every camp based on which faction you are, so that's always cool. Also, all sorts of, you get a metric ton of stuff for New Game Plus, and holy crap, it is so easy to blaze through this game so damn quickly. If there wasn't all of this story stuff, I could probably blaze through, well, let me put it this way. If I weren't streaming this, I could probably blaze through this game within days with how much stuff it allows you. So first of all, something that should be noted right off the bat, as optional characters, let me see if I can find it. Huh. So it's hidden in the other section is pretty much every character that has had influence, but because I finished the game, more specifically because I finished the game while playing as Byleth and Gerald, I can now bring these 3 into auxiliary battles. So that's always interesting. So that should be interesting to see how that plays out. Also, as a result, I did have to spend pretty much all the renown I built up from the Golden Deer route, but it's not as if I needed to buy all of these right here, given the circumstances. Also, if I ever want to just skip over the territory battle section, I can just use this Vanguard whistle. I'll probably check them out just to see what missions they are, given that I am trying to review this as well. I've been using the Vanguard whistle to blaze my way through the Golden Deer route to try and make sure that I get all the support conversations there, and I'll have to mess with that later, but all the same. It also allows me to buy equipment as well. So you've got the Sword of the Creator that Byleth wielded in 3 houses. You've got a few weapons that were used by those who slither in the dark. A couple other things that could be useful to help build up experience and class experience more quickly, and a way to and an accessory that allows you to have the powers of a particular crest. It doesn't give that many crests for whatever reason, or maybe it just doesn't seem like that many. Although, to be fair, yeah, it feels like there are some missing on this, but I suppose if I were to do New Game Plus in a different route, maybe it would be different, because I don't see any of the other crests here. I would have expected, now it doesn't look like any of the Black Eagle or Blue Line crests are here, because I would have expected to see, well, yeah, because I'm not seeing Blathid, instead I'm seeing Regan, so I'm assuming it's because of how everything turned out, but all the same. It is going to be very easy from a gameplay standpoint to just blaze through this, especially since if you look at the convoy, I still have literally all the abilities, classes, experience, and weapons that I had before, so I have literally everything. So even in cases where we've got Edelgard, who hasn't gotten a whole lot of class experience, not only should I be able to get her up to the same level as everybody else really damn fast, I can also give her super powered weapons from the late games. So even though half of the Black Eagles weren't recruitable in the Golden Deer route, well, I'll be able to give them all sorts of insane weapons to where it literally won't matter. So it's going to be very interesting to see how things play out. So for now, though, we've got stories. So just as a reminder for the story, we are picking up right at the start of Edelgard's war. She has just made the declaration, and we are now marching on Garreg Mach. So that is our objective. So let's go see what everybody thinks about it.
You think it's strange to see me out here after 2 years?
Well, I was once an Imperial commander.
What?
Huh? Honestly, I figured you'd fight with Garreg Mach, but I guess not.
So be it.
I contract with the Emperor. Fair enough. Also, how's chat doing? Oh, why do I get the feeling you're trying to set up a pun with that one? What else did you say? I see our degeneracy finally corrupted you. What, for selecting a female protagonist? I'd always planned to do that with Black Eagles.
That is all.
I have been having many duties in my last 2 years away from the Empire. But they are all finished now, which means I am able to take part in the fighting. I am believing that this battle will lead to peace and prospering for Bridget. Good to hear. I'll be counting on you, Petra. Lucky us. Oh yeah, I should see if Arval has anything unique from the last time I went through this. Nope, nothing different from the other routes. Alrighty. I have already seen to Edelgard's dialogue because that was just a matter of introducing all of the game mechanics and whatnot. Alrighty. Not gonna worry too much about that. I know most of it by this point. And I suspect most of it will become relevant in the story as it becomes necessary. I've always thought of myself as a devout believer, so when I heard we were attacking Garreg Mach, I couldn't help but be taken aback. But when I learned of the Central Church's corruption and how Her Majesty revived the Southern Church to correct it, well, let's just say I'm glad I was born in the Empire. We'll see how it plays out. We will see how it plays out. Over here.
What can I do for you?
Oh-ho! If it isn't our esteemed general. If there is anything at all that you require, please do not hesitate to inform me. If we're to be traveling from one place to another from this point hence, I suspect our cooperation will be essential to the cause. Righty then.
Listen to this.
The church has mobilized everyone they can to defend Garreg Mach. Even some of those folks from Abyss, I think it's called? You know, the place under the monastery. I hear the church don't really care for them, but I suppose any port in a storm and all that. Still, if you see some of them on the battlefield, they might be worth recruiting. Speaking of, I have an old report on Abyss if you want to take a look. It's just over there. And it's probably not there because I already picked it up in a prior run. Oh hey, Hanneman. So you're an NPC this time? Okay. Hello, my friend. My, it's been quite some time.
Quite.
Like Manuela, I was called here by Edelgard. But that said, I have been tasked with protecting the Great Bridge of Murden along with Ladislava.
Please.
As such, I won't be going to Garreg Mach, so I hope you can take care of things there. Okay, so you'll probably be a later recruit.
Good day.
I hope you're doing as well as I am this day. It seems you and I have both been appointed as generals during the last 2 years.
We will succeed.
Well, let's each fight to our utmost so we do not dishonor Her Majesty. No pressure then.
Greetings, friend. Nothing to report.
And yay. It's the Gatekeeper.
Anyway.
Do you remember Yeet? Alright, yep.
That reminds me.
Why are you here?
Actually-
Well, I was actually born in the Empire, but I ran away from home and joined up with the church when I was pretty young. Just the other day, I got a letter from my parents for the first time in years. They told me to hurry back to the Empire, and when I did, I found all of this. I tell you, fighting people from the church is going to be a hard pill to swallow.
Got it.
Still, I'm fortunate that I didn't end up separated from my family forever. No pressure then?
You, huh?
You've always got the same cloudy look on your face, don't you? Well, let's say we go blow off some steam at a tavern until we're up.
What do you think?
Bet it would make it easier for everyone to soldier on if you did that. Time will tell. You're not inside a cabin of some kind? What is this? What am I even doing here? I just wanted to stay cooped up in the manor, especially now that Father's gone.
Actually...
But then I was talking to Edelgard and boom! I got some stupid urge to fight, and here I am.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know.
sometimes your mouth agrees to something before your brain can weigh in. Just try to go out there and do you the best you can, okay? Oh, Bernie, you and your stupid mouth. Don't worry, this is New Game Plus. You will have literally no problem. Oh, this is a black day indeed. They put me right on the front lines. I just got married and had a kid. That little one doesn't even recognize my face yet. Actually, let's just pretend you didn't hear that. It's bad luck to be talking about that stuff before we go off to war. Yeah, probably. Who's over here? Oh, Fleisch. Alright, that's taken care of. What's next?
What is it?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you need something? As you can see, I'm pretty busy at the moment.
Yes.
See, my brother Randolph is also a part of this army, so I have to do my job perfectly for his sake. I'll be curious to see if you end up being recruitable at some point, or if you'll end up dead too. To be fair.
Look who has arrived. As it happens,
Just between you and I have had my fair share of worries these past 2 years. As you know, my father found himself in this situation due to Edelgard. Well, things are what they are, and I will work tirelessly to achieve greatness.
Right on.
I'm looking to do the same, so let's do this thing together.
right.
Yes, I feel you have a great deal of promise, so let us go forth as one. Oh, that reminds me, I need to... After I'm done here, I'll need to go jump out of the game real quick to show something. Either way,
That reminds me.
I was born to a noble family in the kingdom, but I never could fit in with the teachings of Saros. But when I was a mercenary in the Empire, the minister of the Imperial household hired me on, and now I'm the commander you see before you. Judging from the look on your face, you don't know who that is. Well, it's Lord Hubert. Yep. Hey, Manuela.
Hello. Well, hi.
If you're ever injured, let me know and I'll see you healed up in no time. Oh, and I can take care of wounds of the heart as well as wounds of the body. Oh, can you not? Emotional injuries can be even worse than physical ones during times of war. Reassuring to have you and your infirmary here. This is the infirmary, right? It is. After the closure of the Officers' Academy, Edelgard got in touch and asked me to run it. And although it does put me in opposition to Garreg Mach, I simply can't turn that woman down. I really should learn to say no sometime. Is that how you ended up in Garreg Mach to begin with? Actually, that wouldn't surprise me.
Did you need something?
Apparently this is the first time in 300 years that an army of this size has been mobilized in Fodlan. Actually, wait, that would put... Actually, yeah, that would put... What, are you talking about the... rebellion that saw the kingdom? Well, that formed the kingdom? The Dagdan army attacked the Empire from without, and then the Almirans attacked the Alliance. Quite a lot happened. Not that I saw it, of course. Yeah, quite a lot happened. Let's chat up, too. Anyway, in the previous streams, I forgot to mention that spelljamming in Toril is controversial between two temples of elemental deities. Temples of Acadia, goddess of Varan Traveler supporting of it, and see it as a way to spread their faith. However, highly traditionalistic Temple of Grumbar are against it and preach that it's foolish of people of Toril to explore the cosmos when there's so much left unexplored on Toril. Interesting. I hope I can see the Archbishop's right-hand man Sedith or Thunder Catherine at Garreg Mach.
Well,
They've got tons of other strong fighters too, and I can't wait to take them all on. How about you?
Right on.
Oh, you know it. The more foes I take on, the bigger my name gets. Yeah, well, look sharp because I'll be keeping score. No pressure. What are you two up to? It's annoying when you don't report in once you've finished a task, Linhart. Very annoying. Furthermore, I have any number of things I need from you whenever you're not busy, which is pretty much always.
not happening.
But I am busy. Busy resting. Now please leave me be.
Oh.
But Her Majesty asked me to put you to work.
Let's see.
Actually, I think we should all take a page from Linhart's book and rest more. You, Edelgard, Hubert, you're all overworked.
Excellent.
Exactly so. What an exceptionally smart thing to say. You're just saying that because I'm kissing up to you.
I hear that, yes.
Fine, I see how it is. To be fair, I need to build up support with Monica, so that was probably not the right call, but you know what? Monica strikes me as a witless Edelgard simp, so I have to give her grief, right? I've talked a lot with 80, so I long imagined what it might be like when this day finally came. But now that it's here, I'm worried. Our target is Garreg Mach, which means we're likely to encounter a lot of people we know.
Let's see.
Yeah, it's hard to fight people you know. You sure you want to take part?
No way.
I came here to fight, and that's what I'm going to do. Alrighty. Probably should have tried to steal her resolve, but here we are. Ah, here's Randolph.
Oh, look who it is.
Greetings! You are Shez, yes? I am Randolph von Berglies. Though we are not related by blood, I am nonetheless Caspar's uncle.
Right.
I hear you know your way around a battlefield. I look forward to seeing what we can both do in service to our grand empire. Alrighty, I look forward to working with you. And hopefully you won't just end up dead immediately.
May I have a word?
As you know, we're already in Leicester Alliance territory. Lord Acheron Phlegathon, whose territory this is not a man known for his reliability.
Indeed.
However, so long as Count Gloucester, who borders to the north, has announced his obedience to the Empire, we should encounter no problems. Assuming we are not routed at Garreg Mach, that is. Okay, so things are already playing out a little differently, given that there was a tough fight for the Alliance when Shez was over there. When Shez chose the Golden Deer. Okay.
Right.
The battle has begun at last. Our struggle to the death against the Central Church. I pray your work these past 2 years will prove helpful to our cause.
Let me
First, we need to conquer the territory of the Alliance's Viscount Burgundy. He is a minor lord east of Garreg Mach, who is strongly influenced by the Church. Alrighty then. Also, before we go much further, I'm gonna make this save real quick and showcase a couple things, because, as it turns out, choosing to state support conversation information means that I'm not able to showcase some of the conversation ends that I skipped over. So we're gonna go ahead and check out the two that I did skip over. So that's Linhart and Bernie. Let's start with this one. If it'll ever load up. Come on, I haven't been working you that much. What's this about?
Bernadetta? What are you doing here?
Oh, did one of the... Wait, I remember now. So, this was a moment where you two had eavesdropped onto a couple. Did one of them die?
Uh-oh. Looks like I'm interrupting. I'll be going.
Linhart! Listen to me! Remember the two people we saw out on a date here? Well, the guy died.
That was way too predictable, but here we go.
Sadly, that sort of thing does happen. Another tragic love story for the books, I suppose.
I really believed they'd live happily ever after, and I can't take an ending like this. It's so awful.
Perhaps so, but this is the result of the Empire choosing war.
But I thought the power of their love for each other would see them through safe and sound.
Oh boy, here we go.
You expect too much from love. Yes, there are instances where emotion allows the body to go beyond the bounds of what should be possible, but the effects are quite minor. It's certainly not going to bring the dead back to life.
I know that, Linhart. I just think it's sad. I mean, don't you think it's sad?
If pushed, yes, I would consider that to be sad.
If push, what's that supposed to mean?
What is wrong with you?
Oh boy.
I didn't even know the man's name. Also, plenty of our enemies die, so why are we only sad for allies?
Because they're, our allies?
I wouldn't want you to die, of course. That would make me quite sad.
And I don't want to see you die either, Linhart. I'd cry even more if you died. Just the thought of it makes me...
Here we go.
Oh dear. Please don't cry over things that haven't happened yet.
Oh no, that's what I'm doing. I'm so sorry, Linhart.
Okay, calm down.
It's fine. But to that point, let's just make sure you and I both survive this war together. If we can do that, what you said will have come true and I'll happily apologize.
Apologize? For what?
For disputing the idea that two people's feelings for each other can help them overcome the risk of death. After all, the two of us surviving the war would refute any arguments I've made to the contrary.
Wait, what are you implying?
Oh, I get it. So you and me and the power of our feelings for each other...
Oh wait, now you're putting two and two together.
Wait, our what now?
All of this earnest conversation has me exhausted. Time for some sleep.
It's noon.
up on me now. If you do that, I'm leaving you here.
Welp.
What a rest.
Wait, it's still not over?
What's going on there?
Is this really happening?
Wait, what?
My prayers have been answered.
Wait, seriously, what?
When I was about to die, your face floated into my mind, and then a miracle happened.
It seems reports of his death in battle were greatly exaggerated. I'll have
Really?
to let Bernadetta know. Although given her sensibility, she's as likely to think he's a ghost as she is to be happy about it.
Does this game not want to... Okay, this game is deathly afraid of actually killing people that are playable characters. Come on, stop it. Unless they're a member of the church, why are you so afraid of killing them? Come on, stop it. Stop being like this. Alright, and then what was the other one I needed to check out? I've got it written down. Ah, yes. The beginning chain with Shez and Dorothea. Necromancy 100? Come on, guys, enough of that.
An opera company smack dab in the middle of the imperial capital, huh? I can't even begin to imagine what that must be like. I mean, I've been all over the place for my mercenary work, but it's mostly just been for small-time rural lords and the like. Honestly, I'd never even met anyone from the big cities like Enbar or Ferdiad before coming to Garreg Mach. Even after I ended up in the capital, all the glitz and glamour made me feel almost like I was living someone else's life instead of my own.
You know, shows in the capital are about 1,000 times flashier than the little town festival shows you might be used to. Every important moment of the drama is conveyed through elaborate song, and at the center of the musical ensemble stands its star, the diva.
I think I get the idea. These divas sound pretty incredible. They probably get stage names and everything if they're that important, huh?
Oh, but of course, I was known as the mystical songstress.
Hey, that's pretty good. There always has been this kind of indescribable aura surrounding you.
Thanks, but I have mixed feelings about the name myself. They called me that because of how suddenly a street orphan like me was discovered and debuted.
Yeah, I see how there could be some complicated feelings wrapped up in that. But if you were able to rise from that to diva, you must have the chops to back it up. Not that I can even picture what that would sound like. Hey, do you think you could sing something for me?
Oh boy. She'd actually do it too.
Since you asked so nicely, but I'm only doing it this once, okay?
Why would you hesitate?
How the crimson rain of pain it came, falling hard upon a land aflame, when the sacred blade it split the sky until the heavens heard our cry.
Oh, this one again. Okay. And they actually did turn off the rest of the music to actually let it stand out. Okay, good. Three houses, take notes.
In the hour of vengeance will you heed the call? On the red fields of revenge will you help avenge? We must fight strong and stand tall.
Well, what did you think?
It was... yeah.
What, you didn't like it? Not quite the booming applause I'm used to.
No, it was incredible, honest. It's just... I'm not really sure I got it, you know? I mean, the only songs I know are the ones sung by mercs in taverns or village girls as they tend the fields. You're kinda in a different league, Dorothea. Sorry I can't really give you much more than that.
Oh, don't worry about it. This sort of thing happens more often than you'd think.
Well, as long as you're not mad. If you don't mind, though, maybe you could try again for me sometime? I'd really like to hear you sing some more. And hey, I might even get better at telling you what I thought.
Sure. I suppose I can give you one more chance.
Alrighty then. So those were the only ones I had written down, so let's go ahead and jump back into the game itself. Alright. Also, why are there so little psionics in fantasy games, even D&D ones? Psionic was always part of the D&D and exists in most settings, including Forgotten Realms, Greyhawk, Dragonlance, and Ravenloft. Before D&D, psionics existed in many fantasy books. Why so little now? No idea. Although, I get the feeling that it would be hard to balance from a gameplay standpoint, though, given the circumstances. I mean, how do you account for someone like that, and how do you properly communicate it? I think that would be the real trick. Although then again, I'd probably have to go digging to properly understand it. So before we... Actually, no, we'll build up a few more and go through the rigmarole.
Which battlefield are you headed to?
So let's get a sense for what these are. Yep, highlight a side quest. Yep, I can use the Vanguard whistle. Auto result for side quests will be... Let's see. Alrighty. Alright, so if I don't want... I probably will worry about S-ranking everything just to be consistent about it. Just to get a sense for what all is accessible here, even if I don't end up doing a whole lot with it. Wait a minute. Why is it putting the recommended level so high? Well, I guess we'll find out. Maybe it's a quirk of maddening. Why is the recommended level so damn high? Am I actually gonna have a proper fight here? Oh, this is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be real interesting if I have a proper fight on my hands. Okay. Luckily, I've got all my battalions and other tools from the last run, so I should be just fine as far as that's concerned. So let's bring at least one person in.
You don't expect me to go out there and fight, do you?
Actually, real quick, who do you have supports with? Monica. Who do you have supports with? Edelgard, Hubert, and Dorothea as of right now. Okay. Actually, you know what? This could be an interesting chance to see how Arval fights. So you know what? We're not going to worry about supports just yet, since I should be able to unlock them faster. Am I able to bring Arval in? Weird, I can't bring Arval in yet. Ah, well. Guess we'll see. Actually, that's probably because this is the first ever, so that's probably why. I guess then... Here's how we'll do this. So we'll send... Actually, we'll have Edelgard pair up with... Shez. That's how we'll work it out.
Let's earn our keep.
None. Here I go. No, it seems you could use some help.
I will gladly handle this.
Allah will stand between us and the bright new future I envision.
So I can't just sit this one out?
Wait, you're not going down in a hurry. Am I actually gonna have to fight this properly?
Leave it to me.
Okay, now that I get that, never mind. Okay, so it seems that... Okay. Given that this is an Axum... Given that this is a Sword of Zoltan, that's actually kind of impressive that... Huh. This is a Sword of Zoltan with a high-level character. So... Huh. I'm actually gonna have to fight properly. Oh god, maybe I shouldn't do maddening mode without New Game Plus for the Blue Lines run. Oh boy.
Not a problem.
How can I face my comrades after this?
Let us begin our advance.
I'm not afraid of you!
Do lend a hand, would you?
Okay. Actually, now it... You're gonna have to actually work for this. Sweet.
I'd say I like how this is unfolding.
Alright, take this one out quickly. Alright, that should be enough to take this one out, hopefully. Alright. Nice, that worked.
It's Bernie's time to shine!
Lost if I were to die here.
Huh. It's actually a challenge. I have no idea what to make of this. They're actually trying to give a small challenge to this with maxed out everything.
Edelgard likes you.
What's that supposed to mean, Monica?
Wounds are severe. I have to fall back.
What's next?
Alright, let's get it.
Clear the way.
You got it, Edelgard.
I've got you now.
Wait, they're not dead after that? Okay, Dark Spikes. Dark Spikes solve everything.
We're done for. The rest is up to you.
Oh shoot, did I have it set to quick and easy mode? Can I fix that? Ah well, I'll worry about it later.
Privilege of my heir.
Okay, you
Not a problem.
rush off in this direction.
Already?
Oh, you're fine, Bernie. Just get him.
I have this.
Actually, how good is your... Oh, you're doing basically nothing. Okay. Definitely not the easy mode that I'm speed running. Actually, you know what? Better idea.
It's Bernie's
We're gonna
turn
have
to
you all
shine.
trade dancing partners.
My turn?
We're just gonna let Shez win this one for us. We'll have her rush that soldier.
Won't mean a thing if I'm not still standing when the battle's over.
How we looking? Oh yeah, we're fine. Alright, not quite down yet.
We can't gain any ground.
We did it!
Alright, now we'll rush them. And since that Edelgard is one of the best axes in the game right now... Okay, that's weird. I should be getting level up noises. Oh well.
Watch this! Stand your ground!
Get out. That's not doing a lot of damage. Maybe I should have spent the money to level everybody up at an absurd amount since I can. Wait, how is Bernie taking so much damage?
I'll cover you.
Lord, one swipe from Shez? Get all that? Okay, maybe I do need to work a little more than I expected.
Take a
Time
breather.
to make a name for ourselves.
Alright, get over there. Oh, don't, apparently. Get stuck on everything instead. Okay, was not expecting that. Oh man, I shudder to think of what I'll be dealing with if I try... Oh man, this is gonna be interesting. Maybe I don't want to do maddening mode for the final nonsense. I guess we'll find out, won't we? Lord. The first few battles were absolute cakewalks.
Don't mind if I do.
I mean, I'm not gonna say no to a good challenge, but... Huh.
I won? Hey, I actually won!
Interesting.
I won't let myself stop here. I'm getting stronger.
There we go. As expected, not getting too much interesting stuff. All the same, okay. Not what I expected. I'll take it. Alright, let's see what the story point is.
The Imperial Army has invaded Burgundy, and will reach Garreg Mach within the month. With no way to stop their advance, We must ready ourselves for a siege.
We sent the bulk of the knights away last month, after the Western Church occupied one of our sacred sites. The forces that remain are thin at best. How are we to hold the monastery with such short-handed numbers?
It is possible the Empire orchestrated that entire incident to bleed off our strength. Look at how thoroughly information about it was buried, and how quickly the Empire invaded after declaring war. It all feels carefully calculated.
Well, it was, unfortunately.
I would not put it past them. If they bring war to our doorstep, they will want us on the worst footing possible. If the tides turn against us, we may have to abandon Garreg Mach.
Never!
Edelgard is already using the Southern Church to erode our legitimacy. And now she has the gall to try and remove us by force? There can be no mercy for tyrants. So help me, I would like to put her entire army to the sword myself.
Is it truly too late to prevent bloodshed, Lady Rhea? Edelgard must have her reasons for doing this.
If so, they elude me. The woman seems to consider our church's very existence an abomination. Yet she has gone to the trouble of reviving the Southern Church, which implies she does not mean to destroy the faith outright.
At least Zenith's remaining a reasonable person.
Perhaps Garreg Mach is the true prize she seeks. Or worse, this entire invasion could merely be a precursor to conquering all of Fodlan.
Her purpose matters not. Our charge is to defend the monastery at all costs. I took an oath. I swore I would never again suffer the boots of thieves to sully this land.
Rhea.
It is a low form of comedy we find ourselves engaged in this day. To think the descendants of their empire will be the first to invade Garreg Mach.
All the more reason to prevent it. I care not if we shared blood countless generations ago. I will not permit anyone to defile Mother's resting place.
Well, being pretty explicit about it, but then again, they did show all three of you at the opening cutscene, so I guess that makes sense. At least I don't have to worry about those building materials.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Do you have a moment?
Wonder what this will involve. Oh, this is just unlocking the volunteer aspect, isn't it? Yep.
Would you do something for me?
Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and see to those. I'll probably run through this entire chapter just as an opener.
Care to make yourself useful?
Wow, only Ferdinand is good at that. That's amusing. Let's see, and a lot of people are good at organizing documents. Alright, let's go dig around and see what works. So, we're not going to worry too much about Shez's reports right now. I guess we should probably worry about Edelgard and the four that we haven't seen to, so let's go ahead and start here.
I've got nothing to worry about with the two of you on the job.
There's something to be said for working here with everyone else. Don't you think, Hubert?
Quite so. I will not refuse any situation I can twist to my advantage.
What's that supposed to mean? Alrighty. Are you satisfied now, Monica?
Oh!
See.
What?
Oh dear, you're not gonna like this, Ferdinand. Also, I have everything I collected from a different timeline, so don't worry, Ferdinand, I'm good to go.
Hunger is the true enemy.
So, now that I know that there's gonna be all sorts of nonsense involved in this, better not hold anything back. So remind me, who does Monica have supports with? See, I'm pretty sure it's Edelgard, Hubert, and...
Back whenever you're hungry.
Well, let's find out real quick. Monica is Hubert, so... Oh, it's just Edelgard and... Yep, Edelgard, Hubert, and Dorothea. Okay, so we'll start there.
Hunger is the true enemy.
Solid, solid.
I prefer male Shez's voice.
What in Fodlan possessed you to invite the two of us? It's fine, but why?
Because this'll be funny.
Yes. Whatever nefarious scheme you're up to here, spit it out. Not that I mind, of course.
I'm sure you don't mind. Why do I get the feeling that that's why you two have supports? You eat each other's guts, don't you?
Impressive.
Alrighty
By
then.
the way,
Okay, and then introducing the gifts-giving feature that
Hunger
way.
is the true enemy.
Let's see. Durability greatly reduced. Yeah, I do like spamming. I do like my spam. Is Caspar? You know what? I'd be very surprised if Caspar and Petra didn't have a conversation. Let's go with this. Although Caspar is probably going to be awkward about it. We shall see.
Solid, solid.
Oh, this looks great. I'm gonna demolish this puppy for sure.
This surprise pleases me. How did you know I would have enjoyment of this?
Because the video game told me.
Come back whenever you're hungry.
Alright, let's see. Do I want to worry about the rest now or later? Let's take a look at supports real quick. So who else has supports? I haven't done anything with Ferdinand yet. Looks like he is. Alright, so we have conversations with basically everyone, but we'll unlock Linhart and Bernie as we go pretty well through just normal gameplay. As I mess with a few too much. I'm around my desk. Give me a sec. Alright, I'm good. Why do I keep dropping things? Yeah, it feels weird to have all this down here. I did choose to preserve supports, so I guess that's on me. And I guess it has to hold the data there in case I do New Game Plus for the Blue Lions as well. Actually, there'll probably be something amusing if I try and do Ferdinand and Hubert, but pretty sure that's not an option. Given the well, not an option yet anyway. Start working on this.
Counting on you both.
you have naught to worry about with me on the job.
I will see it done speedily.
Alrighty then.
Do our fair share.
So, before we go out into the field, though, go ahead and see to the rest. Well, we'll see to the rest of those later. Before we go back onto the field, though. Oh wow, I forget how expensive leveling people up this way is. Well, let me remind myself of how much of a difference it makes.
For the fate of Fodlan.
A decent amount. Basically doubled her combat effectiveness, so not the worst idea. Do the same for Caspar real quick.
And I'll keep getting stronger too.
Go.
With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
That should be fine. Should have more ways of getting money since that I can throw around a little more. Well, sell more, I should say. Oh, fine. Make me actually do the objective then, huh? Luckily, I've got all these owl feathers.
That's very kind of you.
For whatever reason, everybody loves owl feathers in Fire Emblem. I don't know why. And there we are. Man, if even Shez was having trouble, good lord.
Which battlefield are you headed to?
We're in trouble. I'm actually gonna have to do my usual nonsense. Not that I'm gonna complain too much. So. Wonder why the enemy level is set like that. Was it intentionally set up like that? Well, was it scaled to New Game Plus? Or was it scaled to maddening? That's what I'll be curious about, because it's actually proving to be... Well, I'm actually having to think a little, so I'll be curious to see what it ends up being a result of. Although, to be fair, I should be able to unlock classes and whatnot pretty swiftly.
Send a flower to battle and watch it bloom.
Okay, and then
Understood.
Yuritsa as well. Let's see. You're a Cavalier already. Do I have any good lances that you can use? Not yet, it would seem. Actually, you do have improved Crescent Sickles. Might not be the worst thing. Yeah, this Killer Lance is probably your best option. Especially since I augmented it for someone else. Oh, hey! I'd forgotten about that Raphael gem. I should... Actually, you know what? Before we actually go into battle... Let's... Actually, wait, no, the blacksmith hasn't been unlocked yet. Damn it. Can't do that. Forget my idea. Okay, so... Crap, I'm gonna really like when that's accessible, but not yet. Alright, well... Oh, right. Wait, that counts as a hero's relic. Really? Okay, fine, take the Sage's Tome. Alright, at least I don't have to worry about... Oh yeah, technically. I have all of that as well. Let's see, I guess we'll have you take the... Yeah, you know what, you can keep that. So what do I want to give you in this battle? So what are we up against? So we're up against Brawlers, Swordsmen, and Lancers, so... That should at least nullify any weakness that you have to Brawlers. Actually, no, if that's the case, we don't want to worry about nullification, we want to worry about empowering. So let's go with... Yeah, this'll do. Meteor and Thoron, huh? Not bad options. What about you? Let's see what I can do with your weapons. Killer Lance. The Raphael gem. Yep, that probably is the best accessory for you, given that that involves your crest. And see, you've already got effectiveness with swords, so against swords, so I guess we can lean into that a little bit. Man, there's actually not a... I didn't actually get a lot of battalions that involve swords, did I? Also, you can't use most of them. Take these Alliance Knights. So, Wield Sweep and Earth Splitter? Yeah, that should be fine. What should I empower Edelgard with? Yep, you can keep the Hexlock Shield just to make sure you can stay alive. Alright, since you're an axe swinger, you've got lances covered. Let's give you something to deal with Brawlers, then. That'll do. That will do. Now, is there anything else that I want to give you? I could... Sure, let's go with this. Unless I want to let you just take damage from Frykogul, but that should be fine. That should make things more interesting. Okay. Alright. Actually, wait, before I do anything else, who can gain support? Army status, because I need to think about that as well. So, Yuritsa, who can you gain supports with? Just Edelgard and Manuela. Okay. In that case, we'll go ahead and keep the arrangement as it is. So, Dorothea will go with Shez, Yuritsa, and Edelgard to go together. Hopefully that won't be a problem.
Let's earn our keep.
Conductor...
Leave this one to me. This'll be easy with both of us.
Here I go. No mistakes. It's rescue quickly. We can ill afford any losses.
We're at a disadvantage here.
Alright, where do we need everybody to go?
Here
Actually, you press ahead then, since you've got type effectiveness there.
The mission.
So don't get reckless.
assistance at once.
Alright, now we're actually doing some... I'm kind of surprised, though, with how they scaled this. Then again, I got used to trying to blaze through easy mode.
Bringing it down.
I guess we'll see.
Not a problem.
Alright, then you scramble over here. You don't have effectiveness against brawlers, but that's okay.
Watch this.
All too easy.
Okay, I give you
Don't mind if I do.
a proper axe and suddenly you're doing far better. Okay, maybe that was the problem before.
Let us begin.
Alright, so you've almost got that broken. Alright, get him.
This stronghold will fall.
We did it.
Sup? Oh, thanks, Edelgard.
How does that please you?
Get him again. Alright. Ches should have no problem against the brawler, so I can leave her to deal with that easily enough. There we go. Actually, what's Yuritsa's special ability?
We'll have to take things from here.
Ah, Death Knight nonsense. Okay, cool. Yes, we'll just knock this guy out while we're here.
Take a breather.
Ever watched Code Lyoko? I'm not familiar with that, no. Alright, before I forget, Yuritsa, go for that chest.
Starting the mission.
Right on.
Wide open.
And of course they start getting interrupted. Luckily, Dark Spikes. Dark Spikes solve everything. A Myrmidon attacked. Alright, Yuritsa.
Starting the mission.
You should be able to deal with the Myrmidon easily enough.
You got my back? Mind if we pair up?
We'll do it together.
I've got you now.
Alrighty, that should suffice. Alright, so someone's probably gonna ambush you soon. Actually, or should I... Yeah, let's go beat up on some... Let's go beat somebody else up first, before we go rush into a... Just to make sure that we... Oh, never mind. Yeah, I should have been rushing over.
Bear witness.
Here we go. Wonder if we'll be able to recruit Mercedes in this round. Guess we'll find out.
Face me.
There we go. Alright, you die. Send you off to go let's go send you to go kill a bunch of side people.
Wounds are severe. I have to fall back.
Oh, nice! Oh, that is much more impressive looking Thoron than in Three Houses. I like that.
Commencing attack. Follow me.
Huh. You get all the fun combat arts, Dorothea. Oh boy. And then you die.
I can do this.
Glad I gave you efficacy against lances. Very useful stuff.
You shall pay for this. You hear?
bam.
It is time.
Then if I do something drastic here... Oh, and that's the end. Crap, I don't think I could... I don't think I actually S-ranked it. Crap.
I'm glad we made it.
I was worried about that, but here we are. Maybe that's why there were only 400 kills KO requirements. Probably only A rank though, right? Oh, actually, we did fine. Phew. Good.
I'm getting better, but at what cost?
Alrighty.
A useful skill.
Wow, you're giving me that powerful weaponry? Okay. So, okay, I should assume that everything is just late game then. I'm gonna have to actually work for my keep. Not that that... Well, not that wasn't made obvious with the first mission, but... It's really starting to feel it now. Oh boy. This is gonna be fun.
Might I borrow you?
What's up? It's Hubert.
Well, well.
You recall gathering materials in the last battle? We would like to put them to good use.
Don't let me
Oh, okay,
down.
that nonsense. Well, luckily I don't have to worry about that, because I maxed all that out last time.
Allow me to assist with any matters regarding...
As is
Let me know
self-evident.
if I may be of further service.
Actually, you have something to say? Our objective is Garreg Mach, the headquarters of our enemy. I know you were a student there, if only for a short while. But even if you feel some reservations, I need you to face this with everything you have.
Right on.
I was barely there long enough for it to register. Don't worry, I'll do what needs to be done. A reassuring attitude. Let's hope this battle goes a long way towards settling a great many things. No pressure then. Alright, let's go ahead and see to the remaining nonsense over here. Just use it as a way to build up support conversations. And you two are bound to have a conversation. I wonder if you two have anything interesting to say to each other, more to the point.
Counting on you both.
I will finish it summarily.
And you need me for this? Are you sure?
Alright, nothing super unique
We
then.
all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful?
Yes, we'll work on this one too.
I've got nothing to worry about with the two of you on the job.
Would you care to join me for tea once we're finished, Your Majesty?
That sounds lovely. Let's quicken our pace so we have more time to enjoy it.
That sounded very non-committal, but okay. It is Monica, so I don't blame you.
Care to make yourself useful?
What else can I throw in? Oh yeah, if you two don't have a conversation, that would greatly surprise me.
I've got nothing to worry about with the two of you on the job.
I'm glad I'm paired with you, Manuela. So glad that I'm even excited to be working.
Yes, it reminds me of our days in the opera company. But this time, you finally get to see I can do more than just strut about the stage.
Alrighty then. Fairly
Things are
straightforward.
simple with the two of us on the job. A shame I didn't meet any heartthrobs while we were at it, though.
Silence.
Next time, Manuela. You're beautiful and charming, and that's a fact. We
Okay,
all must
fine,
do our
be that
fair
way.
share. Care to make yourself useful?
Who else can I drag into something? Now let's start building this up.
Counting on you both.
You have not to worry about with me on the job.
Oh yeah, we've got this.
Do we got this though? It is you, Caspar.
We all must do our fair share.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
Actually, let's check here first. Is there anything that I need to switch around? Let's see. Bernie and Dorothea can continue being silly, although I upgraded a bunch of stuff for Bernie to work on. Yuritsa will probably want... Yeah, I'll want to keep Yuritsa going so I can give him Ooh, he gets the Death Knight instead of the Holy Knight. Okay, that's cool. Okay, I approve. Let's go ahead and get him Paladin first so we can start working in that direction. If nothing else... Yeah, looks like I'll have to be serious about my late game stuff. I probably don't have to worry over much about...
What a strange feeling.
I probably don't have to worry over much about getting all sorts of crazy skills from the other pathways. I can probably focus more on supports as far as class training is concerned, but at the same time... Well, we're gonna be here a while. Let's at least get you to master classes, and then I can worry about veering off into other stuff like that. And I literally don't have any other units, right? Good. Begin!
I've seen worse. This'll help me break new boundaries.
I must make the most of this ability.
What a fascinating power.
One step at a time. Only thorns left on this rose.
Alrighty then.
Can't wait to see how you do.
Let's go ahead and knock out that last side mission, and we'll see the support conversations. And then hopefully we'll be able to get back to the what should be
Which battlefield
the standard routine for the rest of the Fire Emblem stuff, at least for the Black Eagle route. Okay, clear a path. Here goes nothing. Okay, what are we up against? So, Lance, Axe, and Gauntlet. Well, Axe, Lance, and Magic.
I'm ready to be battling.
So we can bring Caspar in, and they've got him as an axe swinger instead of a rogue. Who should I bring in? Let's see, I need someone who can deal with magic. Actually, do we even have? Do we even have anyone who's good against magic right now? Actually, no, we don't have anyone using gauntlets. Huh. I guess in that case we can just... use it as an excuse to bring out other stuff, or... Let's see. We can just Caspar have supports with. Because I don't have to worry about... Actually, you know what? I can have Caspar go with Shez. That's not a problem. Who should I send with Petra? See, pretty much anyone, huh? Actually, that's probably the case for literally everyone. So in that case... guess we could bring Edelgard back out. Or Linhart. Actually, you know what? Linhart's already highly leveled. We'll bring him out.
Off. I just know it.
And since you can use literally our best magics, go ahead and steal the good stuff. And then to deal with magic, let's go ahead and give you something that can match. There we are. It's not like Leonie's gonna need that for a while. Alright, this should suffice. Let's also give you something to make this a little more effective. Yeah, go ahead and steal that axe. Yeah, that should do. Let's have you lean into this. Go ahead and lean into this a little more. Alright, let's get him.
Let's earn our keep.
Final. So, what should I be doing again? Need a hand?
Begin. Our
Oh, if I must.
Alright, get in there.
So sick of all this waiting around.
Do you want me to lay an ambush?
Alright, let's see who we need to knock out.
Though I am reluctant to do this, I can see no other choice.
Alrighty, we go down quickly. Bam!
Not a problem.
Alright, let's start mulching them.
Knowing when to retreat is a vital strategy.
Don't mind if I do.
Oh, that's useful. No wonder why these are the starting combat arts. I'll have to see what else Linhart has just to be certain of everything, but still. Alright, should catch that monk in there with that. Yep, alright, knock him down.
Oh, if I must.
Alright, switch tact.
I'm dragging the others down.
I can see the results. Perhaps even adequate.
Alrighty.
We can overcome any hardship, including this one.
We've got an emergency! Send backup!
Backup's here. That's a lot of people, though. Thank you, Caspar.
Retreat!
What's next?
Crap. Not facing quite the way I hoped, but so be it.
You really want to see what happens when I take things seriously, don't you?
Yes. Sure, let's go with that.
The rest is up to you. Let's make a scene.
Of course you just throw the axe and start punching people. Excellent.
Tastes more bitter than blackest coffee.
I face my comrades after this.
Oh shoot, Senna. That's bad news. You're actually dangerous.
Stay out of my way. Let us approach this macabre.
You may want to run, buddy. Oh geez, you're actually taking hits. Alright, everybody on him.
Take a breather.
We have your back. I'll use this.
Ah, great. And I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to complete all side missions for stuff in here. Unless that was Ally. I think it was Ally. I'm used to seeing red and thinking enemies, so...
You're impressive, but I'll catch up to you before you know it.
It's now time. We need to stay vigilant.
Stronghold's ours!
Visor, huh?
You have my support.
Go take it out. Actually, let's deploy Shez elsewhere just in case
Not a problem.
she gets a little overboard. Really not want to replay this. So let's go with that.
Voice filled with such distasteful sounds and sensations.
Linhart, it is warming to my heart to see you try.
There we go.
You know what they say about playing with fire. I'm terribly sorry for the bother, my dear.
Get out. Funny, I was about to tell you that.
Our fight is for a cause of nobleness.
There we go. Easily dealt with.
I'll use this strength to perform mighty deeds.
I I won't let myself stop here.
There we go. Nice. Alright, now we just need to grab everything. Make sure that everything's seen to back at camp.
I hear that, yes. I see.
Guess I don't have to worry about that. Let's go with that.
Could use the help.
Probably don't need that apart from just to get more smithing ingredients, but...
Yes.
There we go. Alrighty. Good thing I decided to double back. Although, to be fair, I'll have support conversations to see to as well, so... I guess the question is, do I want to save them all for the start of next stream, or do I want to... Do I want to play that? I should save them for the start of next stream instead. I've already done that. Okay, let's see. Let's go with this.
Counting on you both.
I will see it done speedily.
Oh yeah, we've got this.
There we go.
We all must do our fair share.
Okay. You know what, we'll see you do all the support conversations at the start of next stream. Let's get on with the main story first.
Which battlefield are you headed to?
Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Now the real fun begins. Here goes nothing. Assuming it'll ever load up.
Feels like an eternity since I've seen the walls of Garrick Mach.
Who knew we'd leave as students and return at the head of the Imperial Army? Lady Rhea must be so angry at us. Oh, why did I agree to come along?
We'll be lucky if angry is as far as her feelings go on the subject. I imagine she's apoplectic.
I don't know that word, but it has way too many syllables not to be scary.
The Knights of Saros will likely fight tooth and nail to stop us.
Well, we've got teeth and we've got nails, so I don't care who we're facing. I'll brush them all aside.
Worry not. While they may have a monastery to hole up in, we possess the superior numbers. Garrick Mach is well fortified, but not impregnable.
We're gonna smash the place to rubble.
While I appreciate the enthusiasm, we need to keep it in one piece.
Yeah, that might be useful.
The Empire has use for the monastery once we're done here. Understood?
Right. Sorry.
The soldiers are ready, Your Majesty. We can begin the attack at once.
The scouting is also finished. We know with certainty where the enemy will be taking its positioning. We are owing this to Monica and her perfect memory. She has incredible knowledge of this place.
As usual, Monica, your talents are invaluable.
I really didn't do much, Your Majesty. That is, it was truly an honor to assist you.
Calm down.
Not to say I've finished helping you, of course. In fact, I am always at the ready.
Simp.
Don't ever change, Monica. And finally, who do we have here?
This is my little sister Fleisch. I was given approval to make her my attendant.
Fleisch von Berglies at your service, Your Majesty. My brother and I are, in your hands.
Ah, so you're Caspar's famous aunt who's actually younger than he is.
Yes, Your Majesty. The very same.
Wait, how's that work? Who did... Wait. Who did Randolph marry then? I'm not sure how this whole family tree works. I'll have to look into it later.
Fleisch is too green for battle, but she'll be providing support from behind the front lines.
You can rely on me.
I realize saying this might make the situation worse, but there's no need to be so nervous. If you act to the best of your abilities, all will be well. Now then, everyone, the time has come.
The time to take Garreg Mach and reclaim Fodlan.
Really should have turned up the volume on that take.
Straight into the maw of our enemies, eh? Ooh, how exciting! Is this where I should talk about my heart racing?
Huh? Since when do we talk about your feelings? That's new.
Huh. Given that I know your allegiance now. Okay, so this is where I can bring Constance and Happy into the fold, huh? So it means I don't have other stuff to work on. What are those blockades, though? Continue damage enemies, though. Now let's go with this. Cracked walls are displayed on the map as... Oh, that's what that is. Interact with opponents an armored class to destroy it and create a path. Okay, so basically, there actually is a purpose for armored classes in this route then, besides just the aesthetic. Cool. In that case, well, Caspar, you're getting thrown to the wayside. So who do I need to bring along for the sake of... Alright, so Monica and Eureka.
So be it.
I guess we can have them be our nonsense up there. Bring Manuela just to build...
Over with.
Actually, no, we'll just have Hubert be that. Go with Eureka. Should I have go with Monica? Actually, no, Monica can go behind them. Let's deploy Bernie.
You don't expect me to go out there and fight, do you?
Yes. Alright, that should suffice. And then... Didn't build up too much between Bernie and Petra, so we'll just go ahead and go with that arrangement. Yeah, this should suffice. Let's just make sure that our current front runners are good. Yeah, they should be fine. Let's make sure that Edelgard has the good weapons. Alright, that should suffice. I'll just have Monica go with Shez, I guess. Alright, boys! Actually, wait. Let me check our weaponry real quick for Shez. I feel like that's the one I haven't checked in a while. Anything better than the Sword of Zoltan? No. Alright, let's get him.
Do not throw away your lives, friends. Be not reckless as you attend to our defense.
I will gladly handle this. Allow me to work with you.
So... need a hand?
Right then. Let us go to work. Shall we join hands?
Begin.
Our defensive position within the monastery walls? This is merely a stalling tactic. We must dispatch them at once.
Then the brute force approach it is. Garreg Mach must fall.
Alright, basically every fort this side of the known universe is fair game, huh?
It's Bernie's time to shine!
Starting the mission. Is that an
Oh crap, that's Constance. I don't want to deal with this. I don't have anyone that's good against magic right on the field, do I? Ah, shit. Okay. In that case, what I'm gonna do... And Happy's guarding the other path. Great.
We'll start on the lower level and work up.
Hi, Happy.
Why'd they drag me into this? Not fair.
A way out. Taking control of the walls. Split into groups and take those strongholds.
The enemy is desperate, and will most likely dispatch troops to recon...
Yeah, shut up, Hubert.
To think I would be serving the church and fighting my own homeland? Is this the goddess testing me?
Capture any strongholds we seize. Be on your guards for this tactic. Me.
If you don't want to fight, then surrender. I swear no harm will come to you.
That's very nice of you, but they gave me a home here. So I should probably put up at least some kind of fight.
Constance, why are you of all people cooperating with the church?
All I can say is I was unlucky enough to be nearby when the church had need of fighters. I beg your forgiveness, Your Majesty.
My turn?
Bear witness.
Boom! Oh, that actually does a lot of damage. Nice. Bernie doing okay?
Bernie's time to shine!
Ah, you'd actually do better down this way.
Sure hope this goes okay.
Great dancing
Here I
partners, you
go.
two.
No mistakes. They...
That didn't seem to do much, Hubert. Maybe I should have checked your weapons to make sure you actually do damage as an adjutant instead of just open up the stun gauge.
My next technique. So ends my brief and meaningless existence.
Still. Actually, how have I taken so much damage as Yaritza thus far? Holy crap. Well, I'm not S-ranking this with how much I wanted to scramble into this. I'm gonna have to grind a lot to keep pace, aren't I? I mean, I'm not gonna complain. The gameplay was actually enjoyable, and if it's up to taking this much freaking damage just from straight hits, holy crap. Oh, finally. This should finish Constance off.
Watch my back. You're finished.
The hunt begins. Your life is forfeit.
Alright, the way's clear. There's a lot of Slava barring the way, while helping us this direction.
Starting the mission.
I'll be ready to start moving this way.
Mission.
Is this what you want? To die here in shame? This doesn't have to be your end, Constance. Join us. Fight with the Empire.
As you wish, Your Majesty. I do not deserve to throw my feeble existence away in such a manner.
Wow, Yaritza's already had to use his vulnerary? That's a bad sign.
I sense a darkness in your power. If you harbor ill will towards them, then help us best them.
I know which them you're talking about. Well, it's not like I want revenge or anything, but sure. Sign me up.
Alright, that's those two seen too. Alright, time to rip them open.
Not a problem. I've got this.
It's Bernie's time to shine!
Yeah, let's keep you focused on people that you'll have a better chance of killing. Edelgard, press forward.
No mistakes. They must learn who they're... The left is through as well, Your Majesty.
How are we looking as far as kills? Alright, we're doing fine. Might be pushing it a little bit as far as damage.
But there is still much work to be done.
I will not sit idly by and allow Garrett Mock to be placed in further danger.
Oh boy. See how this plays out then.
The enemy is up.
Am I able to get to Flame? Not yet. How do I get to her then?
Unleashing powerful magic. We can't hold out for long.
The enemy is after the strongholds we captured. They'll be retaken if we don't defend them quickly.
Your punishment! We'll do it together!
Here we go. And bam.
Some parts of the monastery walls appear weak. An armored unit could likely smash through and provide another way in.
Oh, that's how they're getting us to Flame. Alright, another one down.
Not a problem.
Alright, Shez, go this direction.
Watch this.
Alright, we need to make progress along here.
Not yet. We need to intercept those reinforcements.
Those are the Knights of Saros. You were never gonna stop them that long.
Alright, so we need to defeat the armored dudes. Let's see, what do I have that can... Oh, wait a minute, you've got a combat art that's good against them. Go grab them. I'll go... Actually, I'll set you to defense. In the meantime...
Show how strong you've become.
Let's have you break through. I guess it's nice.
Soldiers
Oh boy.
incoming. Don't worry, we'll handle them.
Alright, so who stands the best chance of dealing with flame?
Mistakes.
Starting the mission. Starting the mission.
An ambush from above. They are having the advantage, but we can turn it around.
Alright, that's one wall broken. Hopefully it won't leave the other one.
There, we've created...
Guess we'll find out.
I care not for your reasoning. There can be no excuse for war.
The new path. Now we can reach the strongholds with greater ease.
We've broken through the walls? No! Send reinforcements at once!
Oh, please. How many waves of reinforcements do they have?
This is my safe space and they can't have it.
Really? Please tell me that there's a localization silliness going on there, because that... Although that actually does sound like something Bernie might say, to be fair.
I must do everything in my power to stop this.
Unfortunately for you, you don't have good physical defense, presumably. Although perhaps I'll find out in the Blue Lions route.
I'm done being nice.
Nice! Go
Here
Caspar!
I go. No mistakes. They must...
Are you sure?
Retreat while you still can, Flame! I beg you!
Very well. Stay safe, my brother.
Alright, keep using drill arrows since that it's effective against armored dudes.
Never let up.
Bam. Ooh, excellent. Oh, who's in play? Ah, Cyril. Lucky us.
I have to defend the monastery, whatever it takes.
The enemy shows no sign of stopping. And if we don't keep an eye on our strongholds, we'll be sure to lose them.
Cyril's gonna be a problem. And of course I miss. I am amazing at what I do. I don't know why it let me do it so quickly the second time, but I'll take it.
I'll take over.
Actually, I haven't seen the Shez in a while. Let's stop by. Even if it doesn't look like they need much from us.
Problem. Watch this.
Bear witness.
Hey you! Oh jeez! And you don't have any more. Okay. I'm actually playing with fire as far as Yuritsa's concerned right now. There we go. Okay, find a place to heal. Should be something that we can rely on for that. Alright, where's the nearest healing thing? That way. Where is it? There we are. Alright, that should allow you to keep going for a little bit.
I'll take over.
Alright, since we're focusing on the Pegasus Knight, it went down first, which is nice for me.
Thanks for the rescue. We are here.
It was not a problem. We have preparedness for these things.
Here I go.
Alright, how we looking? Man, battle's only half over. There's probably plenty more still to see, too. Actually, do I want to order an all-out offensive? Actually, no. Bernie's not good against those. And Yuritsa probably shouldn't be sent around anyway. Actually, that's a danger sending an armored unit against magic, but we'll go for it.
All of you! We must hold out, no matter what!
Of course, Dark Spikes misses because I'm silly. Still. Oh, hang on a second. Great. Oh, that's the older cats. Okay, I guess it's finally time to let you... Actually, wait, both of you were here? I thought you were still outside. Oh, well. Either way, better seated cats. Be right back. Alright, you two. For a second, it looked like the younger cat had learned how to jump up on my computer, and that got me worried. Luckily, nope, just the older one. Okay, back to fighting.
Not a problem. I've got this.
It's Bernie's time to shine.
Alright, you know what, Bernie? Go after something inconsequential that won't get you mulched.
I'll take over.
I have to do better.
Well, I guess if I'm in direct control of Edelgard, I don't have much to worry about. Keep our warrior gauge ready just in case I need it for Seta or Rhea. Which I probably will, honestly, but we'll see. Excellent. Ooh, Awakening Meter.
All right, we have the ground surrounded. Now we just need to fight our way up to the monastery proper.
We can retreat no further. You Empire soldiers will rue the day you took up arms against Garrick Mach.
And then everybody appears out of nowhere, huh? Luckily, a lot of enemies that Edelgard can make mincemeat of. Alright, you hold Seteth back. Edelgard can handle the rest. Just when I'm done fighting you, here we are some more.
I will not ask you your reasons. Not anymore. But I will see your evil punished!
Don't be nice!
At least it's easy enough to open them up. Down you go. Oh geez, that was a lot of damage. Okay.
Let's make a scene.
I know what to do. Get out of here.
Down you go.
Here I go. No, they must learn.
Bear witness.
Take a breather.
Actually, where's the chest? Edelgard, go grab it real quick.
No mistake, everyone.
Actually, wait, Bernie could do well against you. Where's Bernie? Actually, yeah, Archer. That'd be fine. Go for it. Get over here, Bernie. Meanwhile, Ice. I don't think I pushed enough buttons to make that happen. Huh. Let's save.
Bernie's time to shine.
Actually, Shez, go deal with these guys. Bernie can finish this. Yes, you have effectiveness against archers. Actually, I wonder if we can get the inexhaustible. Although that's probably something that's only accessible in the Blue Lines route. Boom! Close. Yuritsa's nearly routed? Alright, I'm gonna have to Send him to be defensive again.
Starting the mission. Advancing. Starting the mission.
Actually, yeah, I'll have him assigned to here so we can grab that pot.
Yes. Now I'm starting to feel it.
Okay, calm down, Yuritsa. I know you're the Death Knight, but come on. You don't have to lean into it that much.
I can fight no longer. The rest is up to you.
Worry not, Sitter. Nor you, Flame. You both did well to hold them back this long. Now come forth, all of you. Protect Garrett from those despicable rebels.
Let us join forces.
Probably the wrong time to use this, but you know what? It's Shez. I can get away with it. Oh dear, that's a lot of units.
Lady Rhea has decided to show herself at last. Stout hearts, everyone. Victory can only be ours if we strike her down.
If we're going straight for Lady Rhea, that's going to make things tough, buddy.
Ready the heavy weaponry. We can no longer afford the luxury of worrying about collateral damage to the town.
Oh dear, Balliste. Oh wait, a reference to Chapter 12. Oh, interesting.
We'll be in serious trouble if they target Her Majesty. We have to take control of those weapons right now.
Alright, how do we want to play this?
Here I go. No mistakes.
Alright, you go in that direction. Shez takes care of the other.
I see why Lady Edelgard likes you.
I have to protect her.
Is Cyril gonna die just straight up again? Oh man. How does Cyril always get... Is Cyril just gonna get the short end of the stick in this game? Are we doing okay as far as kill count? Not quite yet. Let's go nail Cyril with one of these.
I'm bringing it down.
This should get a few.
Let us join forces.
We'll do it together.
Alright. This probably won't take Cyril out, but it should wound him pretty badly. Yeah, it did. Oh no, you don't. And I missed.
Not a problem. I've got it. Already. Watch this.
Alright, let's focus on this first. Go Caspar. And bam! Good work. So now the ballista have stopped. Actually, let's go ahead and open this up so you can press on.
Starting the mission is
To target Her Majesty like a pack of cowards.
How we looking?
Let us join.
Oh yeah, we got this. Just need to make sure to get within the time limit now, right? Yeah, we're pushing. We'll be pushing it, but I think we've got this. Excellent. That should be enough to knock Cyril down.
I'm sorry, Lady Rhea. I can't fight anymore.
Your efforts will not be in vain, Cyril.
Alright, we're able to break in. No pressure!
I will send these sinners to meet the goddess.
How we looking? Alright, we can just end it now. Let's get in there. All out offensive. Go!
Fire is loaded and ready. Perhaps it is time to attack the enemy where it truly hurts.
Oh god, if you're implying what I think you're implying, oh that's mean.
It's not a mystery. I'm a merc, and she's got the point of pain. Now, unleash the fire!
Well then.
How could you set the town ablaze? Explain yourself. Why do you betray the teachings of the goddess and seek to shatter Fodlan's fragile peace?
Seeing as I have no idea what you speak of, this is going to be a short discussion. Now either stand aside.
Oh shit, did Eureka just die? Oh god, if he actually died, that would suck.
Carry on for me.
Wait, what? Edelgard got killed by that? What the hell?
Fodlan.
Edelgard died for that?
Not bad.
What? Excuse me? I am in awe. I am in shock. That actually killed her. Just straight up killed her. That is impressive. Huh. Let's go pour a little more into... Let's go pour a little more money into the training field real quick. Okay, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. My voice is starting to give out. I can feel it. And my patience is starting to erode, so here's what we're gonna do. I had hoped to try and at least get to the starting point of Chapter 5 where we were before, but I think what we'll do now, since that I'm getting barred there, I probably could go through the rigmarole, but I can feel my patience start to wear thin, so what we're gonna do is first we're gonna pour a little bit of money into this to make sure that Edelgard and Eureka are doing a little better.
For the fate of Fodlan.
Did not expect Edelgard to just get straight up killed like that. Holy crap.
Death grows distant.
I'm in awe. The game actually had the guts to do something like that. Oh man, well frickin' played, game. I am impressed.
Now I can be even more useful.
Good lord. That was insane. I am frustrated, but I'm also impressed. Okay, just when I think, oh, everything's just gonna be such a cakewalk. Oh, I'm gonna have to revise my script again. Oh my gosh. I kind of want to just jump into the blue lines route now just to see if it's as brutally punishing there too. My god, if it is as brutally punishing, holy shit. I doubt it will be, but damn.
My potential is so much greater.
Roulade.
Can't wait to see how you do.
Okay. That should help spray the dip. Well, that should help make a difference there. Actually, real quick, another thing I can do. Can I sell off any useless junk?
I carry a little of everything here.
Huh, I don't need any of this now. Some of it I can throw into exchanging for smithing materials to ensure our weapons are top-notch. But since I don't have the smithy yet... No, but you don't need to see this part for every instance of it, but all the same. That was actually cool. If it actually changed the history of the game, that would be epic. I would be curious to see how they play that, but unfortunately I don't think they've got the dev resources to make that happen. It would basically be the end of the war right as it starts. Because Edelgard really is the mastermind behind all this. So before we get started on supports, let's see what you've been saying, Duan. Let's see. Fun fact, silk moths and turkeys were bred by humanity into fundamentally broken species. Too massive to... Let's see, too massive to breed without artificial means, and silk moths lost the ability to fly. Possible for either species to survive in wilderness. Interesting. Also, early D&D has this weird fetish about crash-landing spaceships. Let's see, what is there? Oh boy, that sounds like an insane story. So, spaceships though, early D&D, so I'm assuming not exactly the Dungeons & Dragons rule set. Either way, let's go ahead and see to these support conversations, and then we can go ahead and worry about the rest another day.
I don't believe I ever asked your feelings about this war. On the surface, it must seem as though we took Fodlan's fragile piece in our hand and shattered it into 1,000 pieces.
What? Is it deep conversation time now? Where'd that come from?
It's merely that we've never discussed the matter, and you are in a fairly unique position amidst this all. I thought you might be able to provide some perspective on how an outsider views the actions Adrestia has taken.
I don't know. Don't think I really feel too strongly one way or the other.
You have nothing to say? Nothing at all?
That's how it goes when you're a merc. War? Peace? Doesn't matter. My job's the same either way. It's just money in, blade out. All there is to it.
I suppose that's one way of looking at it.
It's like you said, I'm in a unique position here.
Meaning you would have answered differently were you not a mercenary?
Yeah. If I was a farmer, for example, I'd be hounding you day and night to end the war. Sure, you say you're gonna bring this bright and beautiful future, but am I really gonna suffer for years, maybe even decades, waiting for it? The stuff you're doing now, enlisting my farm hands, trampling my fields, destroying my crops, just doesn't make it worth the wait. But you know the toll it's taking on your people, yet you choose to press on with the war anyway. So you've got to have a good reason, right?
Yes, of course. You certainly don't mince words.
Well, we gotta challenge you somehow. And it's not like Ferdinand gave you much challenge in Three Houses.
Is it the years of mercenary work that made you this way, or have you always been like this?
Pretty sure it's who I am. It was just me and my mom growing up, you see. We lived in a village, but for whatever reason, she liked to keep to herself. So, I guess it rubbed off on me. I learned pretty quick not to get attached.
Is that so? I would be interested to hear more.
I'm sure you would.
Trust me, it's not as interesting as it sounds.
Given what she knows about your powers, I'm sure she'd find it very interesting.
Who says it has to be? Interesting or not, I'll have you tell me one of these days.
Good spin.
If you say so. Just promise not to freak out when you realize how boring I am, okay?
Do I seem like the type of person to freak out about such a thing? Perhaps don't answer that.
Given your response just now, I don't think you need a response. Alrighty, c'est la vie. And what do you have to say to Hubert?
Well, there's a face I'm not used to seeing on the training grounds. Something wrong, Hubert?
I have merely come to examine the equipment. I hear whispers that it is in quite the state. Further, my being here should come as no surprise. Her Majesty and I train in these grounds often.
No kidding? I don't think I've ever seen you two around here.
Naturally. We tend to pick times that allow us to avoid a crowd.
Fair enough.
In any case, if you do desire a session with either myself or Her Majesty, you only need ask. A mercenary with no backing such as yourself has much to gain by earning Lady Edelgard's favor. Of course, we would not be without benefit. Your rise in standing would paint an ideal picture for our people.
How do you mean?
Many commoners crave progress, a path upward in life. And your example would prove that path exists. The common folk would never expect to see their emperor train alongside someone of your dubious origins. At least not outside the pages of a fairy tale.
Dubious origins? Little harsh, don't you think? Still, it doesn't sound too bad if I can use that to help lift people up.
On the other hand, your presence would also cause great turmoil amongst the elites of our society.
Oh, let's do it then.
They may even despise you. A symbol of the ungrateful commoner, granted privilege well beyond their station.
I like that mocking tone of voice. Keep going, Hubert.
Oof. But hey, Dorothea's a commoner too. Why don't they hate her?
Because she's Dorothea.
Dorothea is a famed former songstress, well esteemed in the upper echelons of society.
We do indeed live in one.
Situation is vastly different.
Bottom text.
Right. Well, no point worrying about it if it's gonna happen no matter what.
Precisely. Things may yet change in the years ahead, but for now, all we can do is live with it.
So coddling the elites means the commoners end up oppressed, while hoisting commoners up only agitates the elites. Glad I'm not the one who has to rule the Empire. This whole thing sounds like a total mess.
A mess, indeed.
You're not even disputing it. And again, you wouldn't dispute it. Although interesting that you point out the quote dubious origin, because there really isn't a whole lot that's known, is there? Then again, as Edelgard said, no reason not to distrust Shez at the moment. And even later, to be fair, but here we go. It's actually a good point. Happy people equal as good people.
That was amazing! No wonder Edelgard trusts you so much.
Shut up, Caspar. Happy people equals good people, and good people equals good kingdom. Yep, fair enough. That's what Edelgard's aiming for. The question is whether that'll actually be obtainable with how she's planning to go about things.
Oh, hey, Caspar. You weren't so bad out there yourself. Not that I'm surprised. You must make House Bergleys proud.
Don't I wish? I'm still pretty steamed about how the last battle went. I can't even outshine you right now, let alone my father. It really burns me up.
You think? I don't know much about your dad, but I'd say you're on par with me at least. Maybe even better.
Sheesh, sore winner much? Just you wait though, I'm only getting started.
That's not a sore winner comment. You know what, you're Caspar, you're dumb.
Old Caspar here's gonna upstage you once and for all, and I'm gonna do it for me.
Okay, but think about it. I'm a mercenary and you're a noble. I'll have way more chances than you to excel in battle, which also means way more chances to die. Meanwhile, your dad's the Minister of Military Affairs. You falling in combat definitely wouldn't be a good look.
You've got that all wrong. Since I'm his second son, I'm completely expendable as far as he's concerned.
That explains what we saw in Golden Wildfire.
Ever since I was born, me and my brother were treated completely different. I don't have a shot at being the heir. Which means the only way I'm getting ahead in life is by proving myself in battle. I mean, I guess I could always go into politics or education or something. The point is, whatever I want to do, I've got to climb up from the bottom to do it. And the climb I picked means building a name for myself on the battlefield, no matter the risks.
It's almost like you're a mercenary. I never thought a noble could have that kind of motivation.
What's that expression mean?
You're a lot more inspiring than you give yourself credit for, Caspar.
It's nothing. I mean, I've still got the Bergleys' name to lean on and all, so I'm better off than just any old merc.
Right. I guess I'm starting to get why you're so competitive with me now. But you should know, I'm not the kind of girl to back down from a challenge. I've been honing my craft as a mercenary for as long as I can remember, even since I was a kid. So you can train till your muscles give out if you want. Some noble brat's not gonna beat me.
Oh boy, them's fighting words.
Oh yeah? Fine. I know I'm not gonna catch up to you overnight, but it'll happen someday. Just you wait.
That'll be an interesting day to see. Alright, what's chat up to? By early D&D, I meant 1st edition, Advanced D&D, Basic D&D, and 2nd edition. Alright, cool. Expeditions to Barrier Peak is a 1st edition adventure. Vistara's setting stopped being supported after 2nd. Alright, cool. Most empires were a mess. It always happens when more than one nation has to live under the same government. Yeah, I do wonder about that with how things turn out at the end of Three Houses with everything getting united, because as has been shown, there's a lot of disparate elements, so I'd be very curious to see how it all shakes out in the end.
And that's the situation. Now put your head down and see it done.
Oh? We're seeing Count Bergleys in a support? That's interesting.
Leave it to me. I can do this blindfolded.
And don't neglect your night training. You'll be a wreck in the morning if you don't put the hours in.
What kind of lazy jerk do you take me for? Of course I'd never skip my training.
Very good. Well, I must be going. It seems you have a visitor anyway, so farewell.
Wait, a visitor? Oh, hey, Petra.
This is gonna be an interesting conversation.
Sorry, were you waiting for me? What can I do for you?
Knew it.
Everything alright? You don't look so good.
I am well. You have my thanks for your concern.
You're bad at lying.
You sure? I can walk you to the infirmary. I think Professor Manuela is in, actually.
No, I am well. Do not be troubling yourself.
No, your voice says otherwise.
If you say so.
I do. Caspar, I was not realizing that your father was visiting.
Yeah, he dropped by to talk to Edelgard and some of the others. Guy's so busy he hardly stays in any one place for more than a few hours.
I must be remembering that.
Oh no, I know where this is going.
Oh, you have some business with him?
No, not yet.
Hey, sorry, but did you need me for something?
Huh? Oh, Edelgard is needing you. I was coming to tell you. She appeared quite upset. Her composure was almost lost.
What's that about?
Wait, she's mad at me? Oh no, I totally forgot she wanted to see me! Thanks, Petra, you're a lifesaver!
One day, I will be having revenge.
Knew it would be about that.
Berglies. You will be ruining the day you stole my father's life.
Yeah, I had a feeling it was about that. Oh boy. I wonder if we'll have to get to fight alongside Count Berglies. I guess we'll see, but that will make some very interesting conversations if that happens. No wonder why Petra's able to break away. Actually, wait, I think Petra's... Well, I think Petra's unit is mentioned by name in the Chapter 4 of the Blue Lines route. I remember that being the case when we were going through that bit, so maybe we'll run into her. Maybe that'll be the first recruit in that direction.
Well, if it isn't Yuritsa, what are you doing out here all by your lonesome? Come to think of it, you were always at the training grounds when we were at the Officers' Academy, too.
It was quiet there.
You don't say. Personally, I prefer somewhere I can kick back with a nice drink.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of which, we should get one together sometime. I'm sure Hanneman would spare a moment to join us.
What, to get the band back together?
I don't drink.
Too bad. I thought it would be a good chance for us to get to know each other. By the way, I've been wondering, why were you always hiding behind that mask? A waste of a perfectly handsome face, if you ask me. I like you much better this way.
Silence thought.
It's not worth discussion.
She's gonna press on it, though. Oh, again, silence!
From what I've heard, you're probably a good few years younger than me. Yet you're so mature. It's like you have this indescribable
I already hate
mystery.
it. I already hate it.
I bet there's some burning passion lurking beneath that icy exterior, longing for reprieve.
Not the kind you're thinking of.
I'm right, aren't I? It's in there somewhere, I just know it.
Stone. I did not expect that response. I probably should have expected that response given Yuritsa, but...
Say, let's grab some drinks tonight and do nothing with them because you don't like to drink. I know. Why don't we go out dancing instead?
I could not reveal my face.
And then, when the sun rises, we can... Oh, what was that about your face? Why you hide it? Why do you hide it?
Some knew me to be a wanted criminal.
I find that hard to believe. Like they say, there are two sides to every story, right?
I mean, yes, but, well, let's just say that there's a difference between morality and legality.
But what made you want to tell me? A moment ago, you blew me off with that broody, none-of-your-business routine.
You would have kept talking if I didn't.
I wish there were more supports between you and everybody else, Yuritsa. You're hilarious. If unintentionally so.
Did I say something strange?
Sorry, I wasn't trying to tease. I just think you're cute when you're flustered.
You think everyone's cute.
You've become quite the ladies' man. Just you wait. I don't give up that easily.
Please stop. Please stop. Ugh, why do you have to... Why do you only have supports with Shez and Yuritsa? How'd that work out? Not even with Dorothea? What the hell? Here I thought Yuritsa was getting the short end of the stick, but then I look over at you and think, eh? We better end up recruiting Hanneman at some point, otherwise you're gonna... I have questions. And now Dwayne is reacting as I'd expect him to react. Yeah, pretty much. I'm not gonna read that out loud. You can look at chat. Whoever's watching this in hindsight. So, given what I just mentioned, given that I just got my butt handed to me by, to be fair, being careless, and honestly, I didn't expect that spell to do that much damage. I am shocked it did that much damage. But either way, good to know that New Game Plus Maddening mode is still going to be a challenge. It seems to be a little more dangerous than what I was dealing with on hard mode despite New Game Plus, so I don't know if it's because Maddening scaled to my level or if it's as a result of something else. Because here's what threw me off, because what I've been doing for the last... Well, I had a bit of time this morning and wanted to unlock a few of the supports that I missed in Golden Wildfire, so what I ended up doing is I decided to take a New Game Plus for Golden Wildfire, just using the old save, because I could preserve all the support progress, and just started speedrunning my way through the main story missions. And I was able to make absolute mincemeat by also selecting easy mode. So I went into this thinking, oh, it's maddening mode, but surely they're not actually going to challenge me. They're actually challenging. What I'm curious about now is whether they actually scale the level... Well, is whether this level scaling is consistent regardless of whether you are or are not doing New Game Plus. That is going to be interesting to me. And in fact, I'm very tempted, since that I won't have to worry about grinding for this game over the next week. I wonder if it would be worth catching up to the point where I'm at in the Blue Lions route and do a maddening run. If it ends up being the same level of challenge, that might be interesting just based on that. But I suppose we'll see. Either way, for the sake of our time in the Black Eagle run, that is where we will call it. I might do a bit of grinding on stream just to make sure that I've got Edelgard leveled to where she can actually take that hit next time, or maybe I should just give her a better shield. Actually, let me remind myself real quick. What shield did I give you? The Hexlock? That gives you pretty strong resistance, but you still took a metric ton of damage. What's your resistance? Let me go to unit info. Maybe that'll give me a clearer picture. Alright, just for a comparison, here's Shez. Well, that's not the information I wanted. Oh yeah, it'll probably be the first thing in Convoys. So Shez has 48 resistance, Edelgard 32, but then again, she was only level 6 before, so we could assume that it's probably... Yeah, that's probably why. Okay, now that I've bolstered her resistance with the Hexlock shield and by leveling her, she should be able to take that hit the next time around, but I suppose time will tell. Maybe I also wasn't being careful with respect to how much damage she had taken otherwise. At least I won't have to hear that dialogue again. I can just focus on throwing Shez and Yuritsa in the way and hoping for the best. Although with how things worked out with Yuritsa, maybe not. Because the benefit of Shez is that she has all of the abilities that I gave her back when she was he in Golden Wildfire. So the fact that I have elixirs that I can use 5 times instead of vulneraries that I can use twice, I'll probably just want Shez to be one-woman army for the sake of this. So either way, here's hoping it'll work out for the best. Here's hoping it'll work out for the best. For now, thank you all for watching. We will continue our adventure on this Thursday. Looking ahead at the schedule for the next week, it looks like it's going to be a fairly standard week as far as the streaming schedule and as far as just my normal schedule. I recently finished the audio editing for the Torchlight 2 video on the main channel, so that's in very good shape, so I can start doing video editing more so for that, and doing a little bit of audio editing for the Sonic Origins review as well, so as far as that's concerned, I'll be changing up the schedule a little bit on the back end, but as far as streaming is concerned, Xenoblade Wednesday, Fire Emblem Thursday, Metroid on Friday. Well, on Saturdays. It's gonna be the same. So either way, thank you all for sticking around. See you all later.